That's awesome. Oh, I like that a lot. All right,
Oh,
cool.
I like it too. Is it nudity or what do we got here?
It's
look
it
at
is
that.
nudity. No, it's renaming your audio USB audio codec stuff,
Oh,
which is great.
there is a way. Although,
There's a way.
what version?
I don't know what app is that.
Well,
but,
what version of what version of Mac OS is that? That looks old.
Yeah, right.
That might be really old. No,
Might be.
2020. I don't know. You might be all right.
All right. Okay.
All right, let's do this. Let's do a show.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's good? Yep, we're good. All right, here we go. In 3... Oh, no. Let's let this go. Let the robot do it. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
There are several things that determine quality in beef. Marbling, age of the animal at the time of the slaughter, and color and texture.
What is cough?
Let's say, for example, you needed to cough.
Looking to retire and open a restaurant, a bounty hunter named Shit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream for Monday, December 27th, 2021. My name is Scott Johnson. That guy's Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Scott. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Happy post-Christmas to you.
That's
there.
right. This is wrestling day.
Yeah, it's wrestling day. You wrestle.
Yesterday was Boxing Day. Today is Wrestling Day.
Yeah.
Everybody have at.
Yeah, UFC Day is tomorrow, and get ready for the mixed martial arts good times that are the tradition of American families everywhere. Hey, look at this.
It'll be great.
I'm going to show this off. Brian sent me. I have to be careful not to drop the head. Brian, look what Brian sent me for Christmas, you guys. Look at this thing. This is so rad, and I'm terrified. I'll explain why in a second, but I'm a little scared. So this is this awesome bust of Batman. He has a base as well that he sits on, and there's his little head. See, his head comes out right now. Batman's head is very removable.
You can put anybody's head in there. You can put M&M's. It'll be a little serving tray or something.
Yeah, Robin would say, "Holy headless horseman, Batman," when he takes that out. Anyway, I get to paint this, and I'm terrified because it's been a long time since I've permanently painted anything that wasn't digital.
Yeah.
And as you know, there's no Command Z in real painting.
You can paint over it. Like it's
That's true. That's true.
You make a mistake, you paint over it. And that's why I sent you a full spray can of primer.
Yep, look at the primer.
Your first thing. There it is right there. The lovely sound of a marble in there.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the first thing you should do, whether or not you even paint it, prime the whole thing, and it'll look really cool primed.
So I should prime him first, and I should do the head separate because
you should do all three pieces separately.
Okay, because they're going to plug into each other. Obviously, you don't want to cover the hole and not prime the hole.
Right.
You always need to prime your hole, is what I'm hearing.
Prime your hole.
Yeah.
And if you make a mistake and it's just unfixable and it's too bad, I can always 3D print you another one, though.
I know.
This is the Pattinson Batman, by the way, the Robert Pattinson.
Oh, it is.
Batman.
I wondered about the jawline here. It's a little more of, definitely more Pattinson than it is anybody else.
And the armor, apparently this is Eastman, designed by a guy named Eastman, who does these incredible superhero busts. Superhero and pop culture character busts. Like he did this amazing Blade Runner Deckard this year that just looks so cool.
Ooh, that would be a cool one to print. Are you going to do one of those? Or
I'll probably do one of those.
That's really cool.
The one I sent you is officially the second largest thing I've ever 3D printed.
What was the first?
The Mjolnir behind me is the largest object I've made, and obviously, the Mjolnir behind me is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces.
Is the handle one of them?
The handle is
two of them.
Two of them.
Okay.
And the base of the handle is a third. Yeah.
So. That thing is so cool. I always forget you 3D printed it.
Yeah, this one of the proudest print jobs.
Look at that thing, dude.
Paint job, sorry, is this thing.
Yeah.
So the whole handle is. Oh no, take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seven
Seven.
pieces on this guy.
Good Lord.
I think that's what I said. Yeah, 7 pieces.
Okay.
So.
But this one over here, this Batman, second largest that Brian has
Second
ever
largest
output.
thing I've printed. Yep.
Did it go the first time, or did it explode in a stringy mess at any point?
No.
Okay.
No, because that's out of the resin, so you don't get stringy mess.
Right.
The only problems you can get with resin is if stuff doesn't cure super well. And it's interesting on the bottom of Batman's head, like the neck part that's exposed or that's not exposed, you can actually see some where it's not as clean.
Oh, I see.
And I think even on the bottom of the chest piece, you can actually feel the bumps. That is what connects it to the supports that it has to print with.
Oh, I see. Yeah, a little
Feels
bit.
like chicken skin kind of thing.
But for the most part, I mean, this looks like something that just came right off the shelf. Like, I'm so impressed with that resin stuff. It's really something.
It does amazing work. And the other thing, I printed it hollow.
Yeah.
Number one, so it would take less film or less resin to print, and also it would be lighter to ship.
Sure.
But I forgot to do a hole so that I could cure, so that I could get alcohol inside the thing, cure the inside, or clean or wash the inside, and also have it sink into my cleaning bath, because otherwise it floats and I have to sit there for 6 minutes and hold this thing barely underwater so that it washes off. And
Oh my gosh, it's like you had to drown Batman. That's amazing.
I basically had to hold Batman's head and body and that stand under the water, under the alcohol for the entire time.
I think that makes you Bane. That's who you are. That's the villain you are in the Batman
that makes
universe.
me Bane.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're Bane. All right.
Take your city back, Gotham.
Your punishment will be more severe. Well, all right. Yeah. That's awesome.
So good. I'm glad you liked it.
Love it. I love it. I'm nervous about the painting,
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Little by little, right? Like, prime the whole thing. Don't glue it together until it's done. Paint the head separate. I sent you some paints, but I didn't send you any flesh color, so you're on your own for that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, because the Pattinson jaws there. I gotta.
Right, I sent you black, a dark blue, a dark gray.
Yeah. All the Batman.
You'll
colors.
probably want like 4 or 5 more colors anyway, but at least that gets you started.
And this is a brand I should seek out. This what's it called?
Vallejo.
Vallejo. Ooh, Vallejo.
Yeah, Vallejo makes really good paints. Citadel is good also, but they're a little more expensive than Vallejo. And it's funny, I was gonna pick you up some like these brushes that were $4 each, and the guy at Hobbytown said, if you want to save some money, these brushes right here come in a pack of like 5, and they're as good or better than the Army Painter brushes you were looking at.
Taclon is the brand.
That's it, Taclon. Yes, it's a really good set of brushes.
All right, I'm into it. And you just put 1 drop per eye of the paint in your eye, like this.
Yes, exactly. And then Batman will look painted when you put those drops in your eye.
Yeah, everything will. Turns out the whole world will be painted.
Exactly.
Well, all right.
So
I'm
just have
excited.
fun with it. It's you're not going to be graded on it. It's.
I know, but I feel like I'm going to show it off on here when I'm done, or even in process. We'll show it on TMS.
You should even do it actually do a live stream where you paint and stuff like that. I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I love it, and I think it's my favorite thing I got this year. I think.
Oh, shut up!
Really? I think so. Like Kim and I already gave each other a couch earlier in the year, and we said we're not doing Christmas because couches are so damned expensive. We just didn't do anything else.
Right.
And other than that, I mean, I love my Secret Santa. I like my
Yes. Oh, I know my Spider-Man hat, the Secret Santa hat, my Spider-Man my Spider-Man hat that my Secret Santa handmade knit for me, which I have upstairs. Just super cool. So all right, I'll tell you what one of my favorite presents this year. So this last summer went up to Glenwood Springs. I think I talked about we had the whole family up there, and
right. Yep.
Had this house up there, and
this is the one where one of the cars is in a ditch.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly right. It was that trip. And so we were there, I think, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And one of those nights, my contribution was that I put myself in the kitchen. I put a big old apron on. I made up a ton of dough, and I did nothing but make pizzas for all 14 of us, like constantly, like, all right, what do we need? Do we need another veggie? I'll make another veggie. And I rolled out the dough and sauced it up and cheese and all that stuff. And so I was Joe Pizzaman for that evening. My contribution to the cooking that weekend.
Sure.
My niece's boyfriend drew me in our little family secret Santa. We do that so that we don't have to go broke getting presents for everybody.
Yeah.
He drew my name. Didn't like send an email. Hey, what are some of the things you want? You like Star Wars or you like Spider-Man or whatever? I'll send you blah blah blah. He took it upon himself to get a really nice wooden pizza peel, which is the thing that you put under the pizza to get it out of the oven or to turn it. Big
That's
flat
the name
wooden,
of that thing? A pizza
yeah,
peel?
A pizza peel. Yeah.
Never heard of
I
that.
think it's
That's great.
PEAL, I think.
Okay.
Um,
That's great.
And then he had it custom engraved as Uncle's Pizza with like a logo and a picture of a pizza on it, and the date that we all went up to the cabin for that weekend. Like, it is the coolest.
That's great.
Yes.
I love that kind of stuff because it's way better than just, oh, I got you a box at the store that might be cool and you might like it or
Right,
whatever.
exactly.
Instead, it's got some
Yeah.
meaning or whatever.
No,
Look, it's like it's a
super
P-E, double E.
PEEL. Okay, so
yeah.
it's PEEL. Okay.
Okay, all right. I'd
Yeah,
never
it's-
known what that was called. I just assumed it was like pizza spatula or
Yeah, I know.
Stone oven.
We already have the term spatula. Why don't we just use that?
Yeah.
But I guess it's because it's a much more specialized item. They have the big metal ones. We had those at the pizza places I worked at, and
they had like
So-
poison on the front, Cinderella, a little bit of rat, big metal
Right,
ones
exactly.
they had. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
Well, as part of my Christmas tradition, this is the third time that a Christmas has featured this particular tradition in my life. Third time only in my entire life. I popped off a crown during Christmas once again.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Here was the scenario.
Sticky pecan pie or something. What actually
It's
did
so much worse, dude. Like, you'd hope it'd be like something good and like
Yeah,
something from dinner
yeah.
or whatever. No, it was, and I know these do this. Like, I'm so stupid. Van has a little box that Kim keeps in the drawer or in the cat or the, what do you call it, the pantry, called Van's snack box. So he'll go,
Okay.
snacks, and that means he wants one of the things out of the thing. So we go and we open it, and in there is a little pouch of fruit snacks. And I'm like, I haven't had a fruit snack in a long time. I might try one of those. Give me one of those.
Yeah.
First thing I do, bite down on that thing, creates a suction vacuum, poop, pops off my frickin' crown.
Oh.
Now, the nice thing is there's so much cement on that thing that it's like nothing. It doesn't even hurt. It's just exposed now. So I got to go in there Tuesday at 2 o'clock, get the damn thing put back on. It's all in one piece, so it won't take much. They probably wouldn't have to deaden me. They just have to go in and, create a little laser etching in there to make it so it'll be a rough edge to hit the rough edge and then stay with the cement.
Right.
And then I'll get out of there, and they probably won't even charge me because last time they didn't. I don't know. Maybe they will. The important part is a Christmas miracle happened in my mouth, and I was so mad. So the kid heard me swear real loud. I went,
Oh,
shit,
wow. Well,
as loud as I could.
Listen,
and, yeah.
we've heard him swear. It's no big deal.
Yeah, like what I say is tame compared to what he says. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Other than that, kind of uneventful. We canceled all the giant gatherings and did small stuff, and they were all fine.
Yeah.
We had a fine time. Although, I witnessed something that made me laugh. I almost forgot. I did forget to put this in the thing. I just thought you'd like this from sort of a social experiment point of view. I'm at a a Christmas Eve kind of hangout, and it was on purpose with some friends who had a very small group coming. They had like 6-7 people is all, and everyone's vaxxed, and I'm like, all right, we feel okay about that. We'll come over there and eat a little bit. And they had these amazing ribs and just like the really good food, and it's my buddy Darren, and they're great. We love these guys. So we're hanging out with these guys, and the room started to fill up a little bit, and Kim and I are like, we're probably going to go, not just because of that, but we told Carter we'd meet her at home for a movie. She was with some friends, and so we thought we'd do that. And so we're about to leave, and I notice Darren's brother is over in the kitchen, and he's looking over at me while talking to Darren's wife, so kind of like talking her side mouth while staring at me.
While looking at you. Yeah.
And I can tell what he's doing is trying to confirm with her that I am who he thinks I am. He doesn't remember me is what I'm saying. So
Okay,
he's trying to
all
like, he doesn't want to be embarrassed and and go, hey, I'm, whatever. Who are you? And then
Who's
realize
that
that.
again?
And I've seen this guy a million times, right? So he's doing that. And I go, right in the middle of it, I just had the forethought to go, I know what's happening here. I understand the visual transaction that's happening. And I go, hey, like this. Like, hey, what's going on? Like, just kind of interrupt it. He's like, oh, hey. And I'm like, yeah. And I went over there and I said, hey, his name, I shouldn't say it. Well, I can say his name. His name is Chet. And I went over there. I said, Chet, how's it going, Chet? It's nice to see you. And he's like, hey, you. He just could not remember. It was great. It was just a great little, like, curb/Seinfeld
You almost
moment.
want to, say, I was thinking we should get T-shirts. And mine would say, hey, I'm with Chet. And do you know what yours would say? What would yours say?
Yeah, what would yours
Chet?
say? I'm with ? Anyway, it was a pretty funny little moment between us that was shared. All right.
Awesome.
Let's get to some fun,
Yeah.
Not that that wasn't fun. It was, but
It was definitely fun.
there's more fun to be had. And I don't know if Dunaway says it shows us a way, so maybe I didn't communicate with him. Let's see, actually. Maybe I should just say to him real quick, hey, you on today? For TMS?
I thought you weren't doing a show today.
Yeah, he might say
hi.
that. Oh, hi. He might say
I can't do a Brian Dunaway, and I'm never going to try. Like, I think I can do a reasonable Randy Deluxe, but I don't think I can pull off a Brian Dunaway.
The Randy is tricky, but you do a reasonable one.
Oh, yes. Well, did I ever tell you about the time that I...
The time he was in Canada all week, and we can't talk to him very well.
I could do his... I might be able to do his...
Go ahead, sorry.
Canada. Might be able to do his southern accent that he does at the beginnings of Film Sacks.
Oh, yeah. Like my 3 special
Thank
steps.
Thank you for coming to the Howard Johnson's Inn and Suites, and I'm here to present to you the 3 rules for resurrecting your Matrix.
Yeah, number 1.
Step 1.
Machete. Say machete. All right. Hey, look who it is. Oh, wait, I can't. There we go. That guy right there is Brian Dunaway joining us from South Carolina in his own, Christmas miracle. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey, man. What are you doing?
Hello.
How was your Christmas? How you feeling?
It was fantastic. It is a Monday, so you know how I feel about Mondays, and it is the last Monday of the year.
Yeah. Are you working today, or you get the week off? What's going on?
I'm at the house today, Scott. I took the whole week off.
The whole week.
I've
See, I
got-
love it when people take the week off between Christmas
Yeah.
and New Year's. I used to do that every year.
Yeah. Hey,
I highly recommend it, especially if you're planning on launching a new podcast in January.
Yeah,
so
no
you gotta
kidding.
get on it. You gotta plan.
that's right. We got ideas and plans. Hey, real quick, can you confirm this is you? I'm gonna play something. You need to tell us if this is really you. So hold on.
I'm so tired of all the bullshit. I hope your day is good.
That's you, right? That is you.
It sounds like me.
Yeah.
I do so much crazy crap. That sounds like something I would have sent to Scott.
Yep.
Like over yeah, that sounds like me. Was it me?
It is definitely you. It's a text. It's a voice memo you sent me on your phone like a year ago, and it's amazing. And I want to keep it forever, and so I did. I now have it
Good
permanently
idea.
in my
It's
library.
the perfect plan.
Yeah, it's the perfect plan, hatched by the perfect planners. It's good to have you here. We're going to play Battle Royale, freaking Monday edition unit deal, the Squirm, I think. Brian's going to explain how it works and who's going to win what. Brian?
Exactly right. Welcome to the Morning Squirm, a back-and-forth trivia game where our players will match wits on topics that might make Ryan Seacrest want to cancel his New Year's Rockin' Eve. Scott and Brian are going to take turns answering multiple choice trivia questions, and if they get them wrong, the other player gets a point. The player with the most points after 5 questions wins the prize for their contestant, and our contestants will be pulled from the member of the tadpole that aren't able to listen live. Speaking of those contestants, Scott, you're going to be playing for Meredith from Sacramento, California.
The capital of the state of California,
That is
Sacramento.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
And a lovely city with a newspaper called the Sacramento Bee.
Ooh, and you've been there a few times,
Been
right?
there. Been to. There's a couple of bee newspapers, and I do like those bees.
Oh, you do,
Brian.
like
You're going to be
bees.
playing for Joe H. from Kirksville, Missouri.
Missouri.
Joe H, you say, or Joel H?
Joe H.
Oh, Joe H.
Joe H.
H.
And the winner is going to get copies of Bee Simulator and Swine HD Remaster on Steam, courtesy of Wesley.
That is. Ooh.
The runner-up is going to get a copy of Deadly Days on Steam.
Nice.
So,
Bee simulator. I wonder how that is. That scares me just slightly. A bee simulator.
no kidding.
Yeah.
All the bee. Well, hopefully the Sacramento player wins the bee simulator, and it's just like
Right.
working at the newspaper.
Yeah, no kidding.
I hope it's in VR, and I hope you had to shake your butt at the queen bee.
Let me look here real quick. Live the big adventure
Like
of a
Oculus
small...
VR game where you have to like direct the other bees to where the honey is.
You have to
or the,
right.
the-
You have to
the
you have to put the controller in your back pocket and go.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no, I meant to
Wait,
left. Oh no, I meant to right. Oh,
You actually control... I figured this was like a bee colony thing. You actually control
Yeah.
a bee. It's like a bee.
Just
and you-
a singular bee.
A singular bee in his ventures through life, and not voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, however.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
What
what
happens
is
if you
the
sting
deal with
somebody?
fallen?
What's up with that? I never saw the Bee movie. Everyone always says, like, there's a whole
God, yeah,
generation of
that's
people.
a great movie.
Generation
actually
of
not too
people
bad.
who were kids at the time or whatever, they all swear it's the greatest thing on the planet and underrated and should have gotten sequels. Never saw it. Never saw it.
It's all right. I wouldn't say it's the greatest thing on the planet. I'd say it's good.
No, if you're a Seinfeld fan, I think you definitely should watch it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm in. But then but I remember contemporaries of mine. It's not that old. It came out in like, I don't know, mid 2000s or something.
Right.
And at the time, yeah, you know, adult reviewers and stuff were like, "This is shit. Stay away from it. It's the worst thing ever."
Yeah, yeah,
But then,
Well,
if you were a kid, then I guess it's just your favorite thing.
yeah. Luckily, a lot of time has passed. It'll be good. You'll enjoy it.
It's kind of a meme now, I guess.
It has
Yeah.
become one, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, anyway, to our questions, Brian.
Well,
what do you-
let's get to the questions.
Yeah.
All right. I think Brian won last time. We're going to start with Scott.
All right.
Scott,
Yeah.
you should consider eating your own boogers. Scientists have found that boogers may help which of these things? A, they'll give you longer hair and nails. B, they'll strengthen your immune system. C, they will aid with digestion. Or D, it'll help you reduce stress.
Okay. Well, before I answer this. All right. Gross.
Gross.
I'm sorry. Give me those one more time.
Absolutely. Does it give you stronger hair and nails? Does it strengthen your immune system? Does it aid with digestion? Or does it reduce stress?
All right, I'm going to guess it strengthens the immune system because that's the only thing you could get out of it. The whole reason that you accumulate matter in your nose and the reason you have hair there is to filter out contaminants. So if you're gross, if you're eating that stuff, then you're probably somehow adding, or you're challenging your immune system. So I'm going to say that.
Let me show you something, nostrils.
All right.
I
Yeah.
can handle it.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
Is it strengthening your immune system? It is, and Scott gets the point. Yeah, in 2013, Scott Napper,
can
an
have it.
associate professor at biochemistry at the University of Saskatchewan, proposed this theory and found out that, yes, it actually can help boost your immune system.
Now, let me
I'll
ask you.
take the cold. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no kidding. Let me ask you this question, Brian,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
our host here, our game show host, not the other Brian.
Sure,
Here's what I'll ask
sure.
you. If you were told, Brian, you are guaranteed to never get COVID ever.
Yeah,
You are immune to COVID forever, no matter the variant, no matter
See where this is
whatever.
going.
sure.
And all you have to do is one of two things. You have a choice.
Uh-huh.
You eat boogers all day for a full day.
Just
Or-
like every meal is boogers.
Yeah. Or
God, I couldn't do it.
you lick a public toilet at Mile High Stadium.
Oh. Good Lord. Well, I'm definitely not taking number 2.
Okay.
Number
literally.
two.
So number one then. So number one, you'd eat boogers all day.
Yeah, I mean,
eat
your
boogers
own
all day.
boogers would,
My own boogers? Sure.
Your own boogers would be
whatever.
better
Yeah.
than somebody else. Yeah, somebody else's, toilet seat. I mean,
Poor Stephanie in the chat.
I
We
know.
ruined her
She's
day.
really like
yeah.
Having a
Look,
hard time.
I feel bad for those who can't even think about boogers because I'm the kind of person that if I accidentally get a booger on my hand, I can't even look at it. I'll just start gagging.
Oh,
oh
really?
really? Yeah.
Do you have to
Yeah.
hold it out and make somebody else take care of it? Like run around?
I do.
going-
It's some people faint at the sight of their own blood. I
You
gag
the
at
sight
the
of your own boogers.
booger,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can't get a booger off your finger no matter how. It's like I get it off.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh my
Right.
god.
No, exactly.
Yeah, humans are gross. Actually, all animals are, but we know how gross it is. An animal doesn't know, but we know.
Right. We know.
Yeah, we know what's up. All right.
That's why Puck never should have stuck his fingers in the peanut butter. All right, Brian, Brian, during the 1800s, straitjacket pajamas and tying hands to bedposts were two typical ways to A, remove evil spirits from the body, B, stop kids from masturbating, C, keep people from sleepwalking, or D, prevent young girls from having sex.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so you say
Straitjacket,
Okay.
straitjacket pajamas and tying hands to bedposts.
Right. And this is the 1800s, right?
1800s, yes.
We were really hung up on the no masturbation thing in the 1800s. So I just can't. I just gotta feel like.
How do you know this? Was this a Wikipedia article you read or something, or did you watch a documentary about this? How do you know that they?
He's a time traveler. He's a time lord.
Oh my God! Everything that you see from the 1800s, any type of so I like watching I look in the Guinness Book of World Records. I also like to look at old, old technology.
Please tell me what world record has
no.
This.
Number of times you didn't get to masturbate. Number one record. No, I mean we also have we had this surgical museum in my hometown, and I go in and you get to see all this stuff that's terrifying, right?
Yeah,
and I just remember a lot of stuff that I've read about the 1800s, especially when it comes to like advertisements and that kind of stuff, and the social climate and everything. It was always like against masturbation, and so I just feel like that would be the thing. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Okay. All right.
We'll
is
find
the
out.
answer to stop kids from masturbating? It is. Well done. Look at you guys.
Wow. Look at this. 2 right answers in a row. What even is this?
That's
What's
right.
going on?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Can't stop me though.
Nope.
I have feet.
Yep.
All right. Let's get back to Scott on this one.
Gross.
Yeah, but get ready.
Yeah.
This disgusting medieval remedy is making a comeback and is used today in some hospitals to treat leg ulcers, pressure sores, and infected wounds. Is it leeches, live snails, maggots, or cat urine? Treating leg ulcers, pressure sores, and infected wounds.
So all 3 of those have an infection component. So I have to think it's maggots because they eat that sort of stuff. Like it's a natural thing for them. And I the tendency here is to go like leeches because leeches are an old school thing. But I gotta think it's that maggots.
Is the answer maggots? I guess you guys are figuring this game out. Yes, indeed, it is maggots.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So, fly maggots have been maggot therapy was introduced in the USA in 1931, and according to the National Library of Medicine, it is currently used for the treatment of some intractable wounds.
I played bass for maggot therapy for 2 years straight. Yeah, they were great. They're not so good now. But they were great.
Yeah, they've had a lot of turnover in the band, and some of those old songs just don't.
They just don't hold up. No, not like they used to. Just not like that.
I like this topic or theme that you're running through is like medical science of the weird. I like it.
Yes, it really is. And man, I'm just looking in the chat room.
Brian calls it the squirm for a reason.
I warn you. I totally warn you. Yeah.
Didn't I warn you?
Brian. The human mouth is a saliva factory.
Ugh.
How many gallons of spit does a person produce each year?
No.
That's gross.
I've been saving a few of these up to just like rip the Band-Aid off all at once. I've got far worse ones that I just don't ask on the show. By the way.
It's a strong end to the year. That's a good
there
one.
really is. Yes.
we definitely have to have a Patreon level of the questions we didn't ask.
You know what? Yeah, maybe. Oh, poor Stephanie is out. I think she's.
No,
I'm out.
Stephanie.
I'm not talking
I
about.
did give you. Let me give you your choices. I did.
right.
Oh yeah.
All right, your choices are 87 gallons, 115 gallons, 43 gallons, or 78 gallons.
I swear, I feel like I could probably like whenever you get like nauseous, God, you can spit out like a gallon in a day, no problem, right? Let's see. There's 365 in a year. They'll say the average. What was the one closest to like about 150? You say those one was like
115. So going
115.
from smallest to largest, we have 43, 78, 87, and 115.
I'm gonna go 115.
115 is the answer. 115. It is.
Oh my
God,
gosh!
you guys
What?
have not missed one yet.
That's amazing.
115 gallons produced every year.
Every year.
Every
right.
year, man.
Man.
You swallowing that spit. What are you doing with it?
I need
All
one
right.
of
You
those
know what?
Freeman
those
suits
boogers.
or Fremen suits. Capture
I'll
all
give you
that.
guys a little bit of a break with the last question here. This is going to Scott.
Okay.
Listen, Scott, you know, you're working out at the gym, you're getting nice and strong, but you're never going to be stronger than your own human hair. A head of human hair, a full head of human hair, is strong enough to lift what? 45 pounds, 23 pounds, 1 ton, or 13 tons?
Oh my gosh.
A full head of human hair. I don't know what this is
Well-
like, but I hear what a full
Well,
head of human hair is like.
I know how much Superman's will with John Cryer. He,
Right? Yeah.
yeah, we know how much one strand will do.
All right. I feel like I want to go high, but not too high, so I'm going to say a ton.
All right. Is the answer 1 ton? It is not. Brian Dunaway
Damn it.
wins the game per his
Yes.
contestant. Also gets a chance to answer this just for bragging rights. You have
Now-
left 45 pounds, 23 pounds, or 13 tons.
13 tons, man.
13
13
tons.
We
tons,
could
man.
lift a caterpillar. I don't know. What can we lift with that? How many tons? I don't even know what a ton is.
Caterpillar.
I know what a ton is.
What do you mean a
It's 1,000
caterpillar?
pounds.
Oh, you mean like the
like
earth
a
movers?
Caterpillar truck, yeah,
Oh,
like a
Right.
construction vehicle.
Right. Okay. My bad.
Indeed, it is 13
Oh.
tons. A full head of human hair can lift. Yes.
I should have gone all the way. That's crazy. That's got to
Yeah,
be like
I know.
Bayonetta hair. Who's got hair that does that? That's got to be like
Crystal Gale can lift.
she can probably. Is she still around? She's still with us.
I think she's still with us.
Her
yeah.
hair is.
You think
Yeah.
they'll just when she does go, and I'm not trying to hasten her end, but when she goes, are they going to bury her in a
Right.
cocoon of her own hair? Is that how they're going to do it? Just
I
like a-
guess. Yeah. Oh
okay.
man. Yeah,
choice
like
will
a
they have?
wrap her in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, a single strand of hair can hold 3 ounces in weight, approximately 3 ounces in weight, and then when you pull all of that together, one head of hair can lift up to 13
Yeah.
tons, the weight of 2 elephants.
Wow.
If you have long bang hair and you also wear glasses, you know how much freaking hair will lift with those stupid glasses.
Yeah,
Doing
no
those-
kidding. Hey, do you think your short and
hurts.
curlies are strong and burlies? Do you think that?
I would think they would be more fragile actually.
Oh, interesting. A little more breakable. All right.
Well, yeah, they're more
They're
they're
flat,
kind of
and
brittle.
They're
Yeah.
flat, which is what makes them curly, and so they probably be more easy to.
Hold
to
on a
break
second.
and-
That is news to me. They're like if you microscope that business, they're
yeah,
flat.
Yeah, that's
Like-
why they're curly. is
So
'cause
they
they're flat.
ribbon like a ribbon.
Yeah.
Weird. I didn't know that.
You got like little ribbons down there, Scott.
Wait
You
a
got little
minute. Why
ribbons.
do you know that? How come that's a thing you know? That's crazy.
I don't know why I know that.
How did you not know that, Scott?
I had
Jeez,
no
don't you ever
idea.
visit the internet?
I've never been that curious, to be honest. It's like, why are they curly? I
Why?
don't know.
It's my pubic hair. Curly.
Well, all right then. This has gone well, and we gave prizes to who's our winner? Missouri person.
Our winner is Joe from Kirksville, Missouri. He wins. He's going to get a copy of Bee Simulator and Swine HD Remastered. But don't worry, Meredith from Sacramento, you are going home with Deadly Days, also on Steam.
All right, here's your sound file for your winning today, there, Joe.
I don't like bees.
There you go. Enjoy your prizes. Brian will send those to you ASAP in your email. And in the meantime, me and Brian Dunaway here have some. Well, we've already announced it, but we'll just make more noise about it. The 3rd of January. So that's like in what?
Next Monday.
Is it really next Monday?
Week from
Holy
today,
shit.
yeah.
Next Monday, we launch Play Retro at frogpants.com/Play Retro. Now, you might be saying, wait a minute, retro, what? Brian and I have had a passion for retro games for a very, very long time. And so in a very sinister move, we have decided to joust our way. We're going to do a show all about retro games, and we're going to get real serious about it. I'm super excited because we both have a lot of passion for this. It will. A lot of people have gone, but you're keeping the Boop Show, right? No. The Boop Show is being put on the hiatus shelf because we're moving on to a new project. I don't know if people know this, but we don't have clones of ourselves, and it's hard to do more things when you're already full. So we are swapping it out, and we're going to do this for a while, and very excited about it. It's all ready to pre-subscribe to on whatever your app is, or if you use an Apple Podcast or Google. I got the Google thing. They're always late, but I got it. Spotify, Amazon Music, all of them, they have it. It's ready to go. There's nothing there yet, but you can go sub to it early, and then on the 3rd you can get it. If you want to watch us do it live, we're going to use the Boop time slot, 3:30 Mountain Time on Mondays, and record live. So, yeah, this coming Monday. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, a week from today.
Yeah, this coming Monday. Yeah,
A
January
week
the
from
3rd,
today.
2022, baby.
That's right. Super stoked.
That should be. Would that be our first podcast? No, because we'll be doing Film Sack before then, right?
Yeah, we'll do Film
No.
Sack.
Right. The
Wait.
day before. Yeah.
Wait, are we doing? Yeah, we are doing Film Sack because we're doing The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
The new one. Yes.
We were supposed to watch over the weekend. We didn't. So I think I am. The first watch will be for Film Sack, I think, for me.
I agree. That's me too. First watch is going to be for Film Sack. I didn't want to.
Same here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it before then. Right. It's so close.
As if it's
And-
horrible, I don't want to have to watch it twice.
Right.
Yeah. So there you have it.
But I'm so excited about next Monday because we're going to talk about. We're probably going to talk about Joust.
Yeah,
if I
we're
had
launching
to-
the
if I had to
episode with
guess.
Joust. Oh yeah,
That's
Joust
cool.
is.
So it's
Joust.
gonna be. Are you guys just gonna be riffing on it live, or are you doing it like current geek style, where it's like a scripted going through and talking
No.
about the
Totally
history
live. We're going to keep that aspect of it and
Cool.
do it live on the stream every Monday at 3:30 Mountain Time. So we'll continue to do the live thing and we got all kinds of cool ideas. I'm so excited about it, and everything's
Awesome.
set. Like we've never been more prepared for anything. That's the other weird thing about this. We're not just winging.
That's because
this.
it took a month. We said, you know what we should do? We should take off in December and make a plan.
Yeah,
and we did
and
just
work
that.
at it, and we've been doing that every day, talking, working,
Yeah.
tweaking, janking, lurking, birkin, all of it.
Tweaking.
Yeah,
You've been tweaking?
We've been
Damn.
tweaking.
Tweaking.
We've been tweaking on the weekend. Anyway, check it out. frogpants.com/playretro for details. Brian Dunaway, anything else you want to make? You've been playing a lot of retro, like on stream. You still doing that this week? What's going on?
Yeah, I've been playing. I've been playing for a couple of weeks now, Phantasy Star 4, and I've also been goofing around in VR. I got my Oculus Quest 2. Already had a 1, but I decided to take it to the next
look at
level.
you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so I've been playing Joust in my VR world.
How do you
picking
do
that up.
that? What do
Yeah.
you? Oh, so you just do it like you plug it into the PC and play it through the
I'm using the Air Link, and so you can go to Oculus Home, and you can set up I set up an arcade cabinet, and I put in a monitor in there, and I just stream my retro arch from there, and we'll talk all about this.
That's
on
awesome.
how to set up
Wow.
how to set up your virtual world. We'll also probably talk about when Scott's going to finally finish that main cabinet he's been working on for a long time. So
No, now I have some motivation to actually push through. I
Right.
got to talk to my brother-in-law Steve. He has all my hardware.
All right.
He was supposed to make the prototype, and we never made it work. But so just everyone understands, he's not just playing on a screen in a virtual world. It's a
Right.
full-blown Joust cabinet in the world,
playing
and he's playing
on a
it
Joust
on that.
cabinet in a virtual
with the
world.
arch,
It's
that's right. If you're
brilliant.
going to play it right.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring we're gonna bring retro and modern together in weird ways, and I don't know, people are gonna like this show. So do check it out, starting next Monday. Brian Dunaway, have a fantastic day.
No, you.
Kiss our butts. All right, he's out of here. He's out of here.
Out.
All right, well done, Stephanie. We promise no more grossness today.
I
Instead,
think she's gone. I don't know. Maybe she's still here. But
maybe she made it back. If not, we look. You
Yeah,
can't.
you
Sometimes it happens. It just
Exactly.
means that she's got to. The reason humans are so at the top of the food chain is we've developed these reactions to things that keep us alive longer. It's a.
That's right.
It's a. What do you call
Defense mechanism.
it? Yeah. I can't think. There's a word for this. Anyway, we'll call it that, a defense mechanism. And you know what? She's just using her defense. All
Yeah.
right? That's all it is. Quick, the news.
In the News is sponsored by... You'll find quality in our corner.
Hey, look, it's the news, and it's brought to you by...
By Narfy, a TMS patron who says, "I'm an artist that posts occasionally on Instagram when I'm not at work and have no time or have time to doodle. When they do have time to doodle, it would make more sense if they had time to doodle.
Yeah.
My Instagram is /NarfyNarf, but that's spelled KNARFIEKNARF. So Narf, KNARF, NarfyNarf.
Yeah, there it is right there on screen. You can see some cool art. That's awesome. And always happy to showcase cool stuff from our patrons. If you're like, wait, I'm a patron and I'd like to do that, there's an ongoing thread on the patreon.com/TMS site where you can tell us what cool thing you do, and we'll talk about it on the show. A couple of quick stories here. Hey, Brian, there's a new dog phone out. Have you heard of the dog phone?
The dog phone? I have not heard about the dog phone. Scott, tell me.
Let me tell you more about the dog phone. This phone lets pets video call their owners when they're home alone.
Like the pet actually gets to choose when they call,
Yeah.
which is
Not the
horrendous.
Not
It
the
would be
people.
constant.
Oh yeah, it'd be a nightmare. I don't know how this is even working, but it says here fetching sticks and chew toys may be a thing of the past, as researchers at the University of Glasgow, that's in Scotland. Hey, I told you the chuck was. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, they have created a clever ball that allows dogs to video call their owners when they're feeling lonely. This will not work because my dogs are always lonely if we're not here.
Yeah.
Designed to tackle separation anxiety in pets, Dog Phone is a soft ball fitted with an accelerometer, which will phone owners or call owners when the dog shakes it. When a movement is sensed, a signal is sent to a laptop, which launches a video call. Yeah, but what about your phone? I'm not going to have my laptop with me. Oh, I see.
No.
I see.
Yeah, the laptop's at home with the ball.
So ball to laptop to call to you. Okay. Got
Right,
it.
exactly.
This is from Dr. Eilina Herensky-Douglas, a specialist in animal computer interaction at the University of School of Computing Science. Worked with her 10-year-old Labrador Zach in creating the device. As part of the process, Zach was left to play with the toy for 16 days over a period of 3 months. While there were some accidental calls, researchers showed that Zach showed Dr. Elena his ball on the screen, suggesting he wanted to play with her. The doctor responded back to Zach, talking to him and showing him around her office. I kind of love this idea, but I don't think I could ever actually do it.
No, and it feels like you're really just setting up the dog for more disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want to play ball. Can we play ball? No, still at work.
Yeah.
Go play. Yeah, go play with yourself.
Go do something else.
I like the dog can butt dial the owner accidentally.
Like literally hit it, like smack it with its butt, and it'll be enough to start a call.
Exactly. Yes.
That's
exactly.
great. I've seen those things where dogs can push a bunch of buttons and they know what they mean. Have you seen that? It's like
No.
I don't even know what this is called. Someone in the chat may know. It's like an array of buttons, and they're labeled. Like if there's a button that's like labeled "I'm thirsty."
Treat.
Or treat,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, exactly. And so if the dog wants to go for a walk, it walks over to these buttons and knows to paw the one that says walk, and will hit it like repeatedly until you get up and go help the dog take a walk. And they're really, it's amazing. I've seen like mostly TikTok videos, but you see these dogs, dog talk is what I was thinking of. They're just pushing the buttons and telling the owners what they want and when they want it. I don't see any reason why you couldn't tie that into a phone call as well. Like
Totally. Yeah.
More than the ball, easily, even? I don't know.
Does your dog like whack the back door when they want to go outside?
Yeah.
Or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. They hit the door, or they, depends on the dog. Boomer will just go like that. Ripley will get up and smack the doorknob.
Oh, wow. See, that's cool.
And Rainer just dances by it. Just a little dance.
Yeah.
Spaz dance.
Yeah, Daisy whacks the door, and sometimes she misses, so it's just like a little whiff.
Yeah.
But if we see it, it's like, oh, okay, she wants to go out, which is great. It's perfectly trained.
P. Crumb in the chat says it's a terrible idea. Dogs are needy as F. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that's why I don't think I'd do it. But anyway, that's kind of cute. Here's one more story for you. It's in the dog story range.
Oh,
here
good.
As well.
More dog news today in dog news.
Yeah, today in dog news, a woman says gifts in her luggage. So she traveled, had some gifts for Christmas. Were replaced with dog food. Now,
that darn TSA.
I do have some questions about this headline. Woman says gifts in her luggage were replaced by dog food. Shouldn't that be
with dog food? Yeah, they were replaced by TSA agents with dog food.
Because otherwise, that's saying dog food did the replacing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A New Hampshire woman. That's where the hobbits live in America. American hobbits.
It's the new place where they live.
I almost watched. I don't know what got into my head the other night. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I almost watched The Hobbit, the first one. I don't know why. I don't even like them.
There are other things on your list to watch.
There are plenty other things. You're totally right about this. In fact, one of them, one thing I did watch because Kim got in the mood. I don't even know if I want to say what it was. It's embarrassing.
Oh, really?
I'll probably bring it up Wednesday.
Oh God, tell me, Hallmark movie?
No, it's worse. Maybe it's not worse. Can
right.
we agree? Okay, we can agree that Sandra Bullock is America's sweetheart, or was, or is, or she's something, right? She's great. We like her.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's all I'll say for now. Wednesday, I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you watch? Well, you'll have to tell me if you watched that new thing with her where she's like a cop killer.
Oh, an ex-con or whatever. I have not seen that yet. I kind of want to though. I want to see how that
Yeah, I
is.
do too. Unforgiven, not Unforgiven. That's a whole different thing.
I'd really like a Bird Box follow-up. I thought that was rad. That take on apocalyptic sort of zombie whatever ideas. I mean, it was basically what's the not quite, yeah, it's a quiet place, except it was with sight.
Right, it's sight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that. All right, a New Hampshire woman got an unpleasant surprise this month when she returned home from Europe. Gina Sheldon spent about 2 weeks between Italy and Paris for business purposes, managed to squeeze in some holiday shopping during her stay. When she got home, began unpacking her luggage, she discovered the gifts she had packed had all gone and were replaced by random items, in particular dog food. She says, I opened a third bag that had all the gifts that I bought for myself, and it was replaced with dog food, an old T-shirt, a shaving cream bottle, she says. She says there was $3,000 worth of not prizes, $3,000 worth of gifts that were missing, and it looks like somebody just swapped bags.
Leather jackets, leather purses.
Yeah, my guess is
Do we
either
think that she may have just done her shopping with Ambien and didn't realize, oh, I bought a leather purse, but really it's a can of Barbasol, or oh, I bought a leather jacket for my daughter, and really it's a T-shirt that says my mom went to France and all I got was this T-shirt.
When you were a kid, did any old people read you a book about the guy whose wife went to visit somebody and he had to grocery shop on his own, and so when he bought, he knew what he liked, but he couldn't see very well, but he thought, well, I know what I like, so I'll be fine. So he bought spaghetti, but it turns out it was wax paper. He bought spaghetti sauce, but it was coffee.
This is like a children's book?
Yeah. Does anyone remember this book?
I don't remember this at all.
It got read to me so much when I was young, when I was little. It's just really burned into my head. It was kind of a Mr. Magoo thing, but not. But it wasn't
It was
Mr.
not
Magoo.
Actual Mr. Magoo. No. Everybody's saying Mr. Magoo, Mr. Magoo.
They're
Mr.
asking
Magoo?
because that's how the cartoons were definitely like this. But there was a book.
Oh, I'll buy some spaghetti.
They was all Mr. Howell, right? Wasn't that who that was?
Yeah, it was Jim Backus. Yeah.
Oh, someone needs to find the name of that book. It was not Magoo though, branded. It was just some little old man. And when his wife came home, she fixed it all for him, and it was cute and everything. But he bought all the wrong things, because they all looked like what he was used to, but they were something else inside. So he didn't like coffee, but the spaghetti sauce can looked like the coffee can. So he,
Maybe Take John might have found it. Loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter.
No, that's the thing from Sesame Street.
The Magoo? Oh, okay.
That's that little girl who has to remember what she has to buy, and her mom will be happy.
Oh, right, yeah.
But this is the era. Let's see. Could you temper what you're talking about? Which I could temper, but I know what you're talking. Oh, yeah. It's not Utah-based Utah Magoo. That's not.
Was there a part of the story where he had to leave or replace plums or buy plums?
Oh, there it is. Okay, he's not blind. He can't read. That's what it is.
Okay, little old man who couldn't read.
Yeah, the little old man who could not read. There's a Kindle edition and a hardcover still. That's the book. Oh my gosh, the memories are flooding.
Look at that. Yeah.
That's what it was. So he went to buy stuff and he couldn't tell what it said, so he just grabbed whatever looked right shape-wise. It's a great little book.
It's funny. Once there was a little old man who could not read. He just never wanted to learn. His wife went to the store and bought the food, but the little old man stayed home and made beautiful toys out of wood.
Yeah. This is somebody you'd probably
One day
shame.
his wife decided to go on a visit. You will need to go to the store, she said. Get a can of soup and a big can of spaghetti sauce and some spaghetti.
Yeah. This is it.
And then she kissed the old man and left. And, oh, nope, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And like all of the letters on the products are like in weird foreign Klingon text.
Yeah. He can't read it. So
he
you
bought
at
a
home.
middle-sized can. It looked like the cans of soup his wife brought home. He bought a long box that looked like a spaghetti box and a big can that looked like a spaghetti sauce can.
Yep. This is it.
And that's as much as Amazon is going to let me look inside before buying the book.
Yep. I used to love that book because I just remember thinking that guy's so dumb. How dumb is that guy?
It's kind of like a see what happens if you don't learn how to read.
I think that was the lesson. I think even at
totally
the end
is.
he was like,
Yeah.
she helps him learn how to read at the end or something.
Because it's not like he's dumb. He just the first thing in the book it says he just chose not to. He decided he didn't need to learn how to read.
Yeah, I love that. All right, well, thanks for the walk down memory lane, everybody. It's enough of the stuff. Hopefully, she gets her dog food replaced with real gifts again, and has her own Christmas miracle. In the meantime,
kidding.
we're going to take a break. When we come back, Steven Schleicher will be here. We're going to do a little end-of-year comic recommendations.
Love it. Love this idea.
Yeah, so stick around for that. We're going to eat some more Japanese crap later. We got stuff to do still, so stick around after this song. But, Brian, we have to have the song before we can stick around.
Sure, we're going to Connecticut for this one. Connecticut punk band called American Thrills. They've just signed with Wiretap Records, and they've premiered their brand new song, which is called Alive and Well. This single just came out, so excited to play this for you. They opened for Hamden, Connecticut band Piebald, and then released a four-way split with Tired Radio, Nightmares for a Week, and Neck Scars, where they contributed the track Blue Collar. Anyway, their debut EP came out last year, and they had another EP that came out earlier in 2020, but they've just joined Wiretap Records. Here's their brand new song, Alive and Well.
One of the things that I enjoy also is reading. I keep up with the current bestsellers. I'm a 25-year subscriber to both Playboy and the New Yorker magazine.
Yes, indeed. Plenty of paperwork before you arrive at the final results, such as this air conditioning unit.
Wolfman's got cards. This is the morning stream.
All right, we're back, everybody. That song, once again, was...
Once again, that was American Thrills by the band. I'm sorry, the American Thrills is the band. That was the song Alive and Well by the band American Thrills. By the way, at sometime in the next week or two, actually, it's already up there. You can go to Quick TMS. So we have quicksack.li, right, for all the film sack stats and stuff. There's now a new site called quicktms.li.
What?
And on there, you're going to find our recommendals and the songs that we play on the show with links to where you can get the songs and check out the video or the movies we watch, etc.
That's awesome.
Yes, quicktms.li.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Yeah, I can see them right here. Oh, songs and recommendals. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Okay. I did not know this was... I guess I saw a link and didn't click it. But I guess this is done.
I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. I'm trying to make it easy enough that Iceworm can manage the songs, Randy can manage the recommendals, Amy might be able to manage her read this segments, and I can just take a nap.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Yeah, you can do nothing. Easy. You can just go lean back and go, I was the brain that made this happen.
Exactly. I set this all up. You run with it from here.
Do the work for me.
Steven Schleicher. Steven Schleicher.
Hey, look who it is. It's America's sweetheart. It's Steven Schleicher from Majorspoilers.com. Steven, good morning. How are you?
I'm walking around the house with a blindfold on because I don't want to look outside.
Yeah, oh, my Lord.
Better you don't.
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with outside? Oh, because the bird box.
Bird box.
Yeah. Well,
America's
we know
sweetheart,
it's a callback, Scott.
All bad things start in Hays, Kansas. That's what we know. Hey, welcome back. It's good to have you here. And it's weird. We were supposed to have day before Christmas Eve, straight through today was supposed to originally be nothing but snow, white Christmas, all of that. Man, did they move the goalposts on that. It's like no snow outside. It's cold, but there's shit. There's nothing. It's just dirty and gross and overcast. And here we are.
Stop talking about haze.
Look, haze is trouble. Hazy life. All right. Hey, speaking of haze, it's been a haze. This whole year's been hard. Everybody's like, oh, man, I must have missed out on a bunch of comics and stuff. And I'll bet Steven. Oh, I was going to tell you before you tell me this. I'm seeing SpiderMan today. I forgot to tell you guys.
What?
Oh, really?
You're breaking. I almost broke yesterday. I was like, man, I want to see this movie so bad. I'm like, nope. Sorry.
I have a reason.
Nope. Not going to go to a stinky theater.
Boycotting, protesting. I mean,
here's the reason why.
Safety, but
here's the reason why. So, my buddy Darren, I was talking about. I could not think of anything to get this dude for Christmas because he's like us. He's a nerd and has what he wants already, and it's like, what are you even going to do? I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to pick a time where no one's in that damn theater, and we're going to go and lock in a time and watch that thing, and I'm going to take him and his wife and Kim with us, and that's going to be his gift. So that's what we're doing. We're going. We're seeing it today at like 3, and so SpiderMan. That's all.
Cool.
Yep, it's here.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what you think of it.
I'm very excited.
Only 22 days before you hit your Loki deadline.
Yeah, I know, right? I better haul ass.
Well, is there anything that he can't see, like, or not can't see?
I
that's up? No, I don't think
so. No. Let's see. You've already watched Black Widow, right? Did you already watch Black Widow?
I saw Black Widow. Yeah.
Did you watch What If?
Yes, I watched What If.
Okay, then you should be okay.
I should be okay.
Yeah.
No other.
Did you watch the last Spider-Man
before Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? He needs to watch everything before then.
Although this third movie was really teased back in the second movie with old Fishbowl head talking.
Oh, right.
Yes, it totally was.
And I did see that, so I'm.
Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which still, even though I haven't seen this third movie, is still the best Spider-Man movie ever made?
I've seen that movie 3 times, so I'm good.
Only 3?
Yeah, only 3. I'd love to
watch.
more.
How many times have you watched Parasite?
Zero. What's the round number? It's 0, right? 0.
It's a very round number.
It's almost negative.
No Way Home is the best live-action Spider-Man movie ever released, and I'm not 100% sure where I'd put it compared to Into the Spider-Verse. They're so different that it's hard for me to rank them together. But
they share a little seat.
They do share a little seat.
Yeah, got them sitting on. What do you call that?
Side by side, totally fine. Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
They're edging on the seat. Wait, that's something else. All right.
That's something totally different.
No. I learned that recently. All right. Hey, so let's get to it. I there's always some comics during the year where I'm like, I should read that, and then I forget it happened. And then there's so many more that you forget. You got a nice little list here of stuff.
Yeah, some of these I've mentioned before, and I know, Scott, you've at least read one of these. The Human Target is definitely one. This is from DC Comics. This is Tom King and Greg Smallwood on this series. Really beautiful art in this thing. Mm-hmm. But this is the story. I believe it's a 12-issue maxi series where Christopher Chance, who goes out and disguises himself as other people if they've got a hit taken out on them, accidentally consumes a poison intended for Lex Luthor, and now in his final days before he dies, he has to figure out who done it. Yeah. And if that sounds a lot like the movie DOA, it most certainly is exactly like DOA.
And this is an old series, right? This is like a rebirth of an old series, I think.
Yeah, of an old character. Yeah, Christopher Chance is an old Silver Age character.
Okay, so you weren't kidding about the art, by the way. The art is so like Art Deco 50s, 60s. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. I love it.
You had a chance to read it. What'd you think?
I really liked it. It's very it's weird because on the one hand it's very noir, and visually so, and then you are suddenly also dealing with some mainstream DC pulp heroes, and it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of jarring. It's like, oh yeah, right. We're in the DC universe here. We're not. As soon as Lex Luthor shows up toward the end of that issue, I was like, oh, okay, right. Okay, sure. And by the way, that is such an iconic shot of him that I showed the frame to my daughter. I said, who do you think this is? Because it didn't say anywhere. She goes, well, that's Lex Luthor. I'm like, of course it is. That's how iconic it is. It just looks great. It's an amazing visual journey, and I liked it a lot. But I've only read the first issue. Is the second even out? It may be.
Second issue is out. Third issue is out this week. So you can read all 3 issues before the end of the year and see if you can figure out who done it. Now, he does. The interesting thing is he thinks it's a Justice League member, and it's the Bwahaha era of the Justice League. So you've got Martian Manhunter, Red Rocket, or Rocket Red. I forget which way his name is. Probably not Red Rocket.
I hope it's not Red
really
Rocket.
Weird.
It's a whole different thing.
Red Rocket.
Booster and Beetle, Fire and Ice, all those characters are going to show up in the series. So issue 3 out today.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's what Tom he was
actually
tweeting about.
Tomorrow.
Tom King, right?
Yeah, Tom King. Yeah. Speaking of Tom King, let's continue on some of that Tom King love with Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I have talked about this a couple of times this year. Tom King, notorious for taking other properties and seeing how he can retell that story inside of comic books. Last one was DOA. This one is True Grit. So Supergirl, grown up, she's kind of bitter at the world. She's on another planet getting drunk because she can't get drunk on Earth. And a little girl comes up and says, hey, I need your help in seeking vengeance against these people that killed my family. And Supergirl's like, yeah, sure. Why not? And so they go off on a big multi-planet spanning tale of revenge and death. And the art by Bilquis Evely, she's a Brazilian artist, is just amazing. She is one of my favorite new artists ever since I saw her do a little piece with the Legion of Superheroes about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But again, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I want to say like the first 6 issues are out of that one.
Yeah.
So you can get pretty far into that story. So if you like True Grit and you like some superhero characters, here you go.
Yeah. It's a nice long issue too. The first issue is 32 pages. That's long for a new comic. That's good.
Yeah.
And the
And
price,
I think I don't know if every issue is 32 pages. The series the issues are $4.99 a piece, which is a little high in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think they are throwing in those extra pages to account for the price.
Yeah, and if you're, if you're a DC Infinite subscriber like I am, and you're okay waiting 3 months, or is it 90 days, or they changed that? I think it's 90 days.
I think it's still 90 days.
Yeah, they were originally six months or a year or something, and now
unless,
it's shorter.
of course, the movie doesn't make at least $50 million in the box office, then they can release it in 15 days.
Yeah, and they'll do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you may be able to stick around for that. All right, definitely on my list. Tell me about The Good Asian. What is this?
So The Good Asian is one that I've mentioned before. This is a story set in I want to say it's the 1930s, about kind of America's first Asian detective. At the time, it was impossible for Asians to rise up in rank on the police force, but the title character is actually made a detective in Hawaii. So when he comes to San Francisco to solve a murder and to find a missing person, he not only has to deal with racism, he has to deal with his family, his adoptive family, which is white. And then, of course, he has to deal with that struggle of, of walking the line between his Asian culture and the white culture in super racist 1930s Chinatown, San Francisco. It is really good. It shows how complex things can be. The character in The Good Asian is kind of, I put that in quotes, kind of based on the character, the real life person who ended up being portrayed as Charlie Chan in the books and the movies. So there was a real life person that this character is based on. It's not this character, but it's based on that character.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that was the case. I thought Charlie Chan was just a straight up here's a stereotype and we're going to make him solve crimes. And
yeah, he's based on the first Asian detective in Hawaii, and I forget his name off the top of my head, but yeah, it's fascinating. It is a page turner. It is noir mystery. It's good. The Good Asian. You can get that from Image Comics.
Nice. The real guy's name was Charles Chanman. Was his real name?
Yes, I'm sure that's what it was, Scott.
Totally was, yes.
All right, I like me some Ed Brubaker a whole lot. I also like Sean Phillips, so I'd probably like Reckless. Tell me why I'd like Reckless.
Oh, man. Reckless is this series, and again, I've talked about this before. This is a series that very much reads like Remo the Destroyer. It reads a lot like the pulp novels that you may have read growing up in the 60s and 70s. Just these guys that are out for revenge. This one also has a big mix of mystery involved. So Reckless is this guy, Ethan Reckless. He went to jail, he's out, and he's kind of doing odd jobs solving problems for people if he can do it. Sometimes it means that he has to go beat up people. Other times it may mean that he is trying to figure out a murder mystery or whodunit. There are 3 books out so far. Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, when we went into lockdown in 2020, were like, you know what, we're kind of done with doing single issue series, right? We're, one issue after another. Instead, we're going to release things direct to what we call direct to trade. And so they came up with this character, Reckless, and they've released them about every 3 months. The next one, I believe, comes out in March. If you love Sean Phillips' art, this stuff is going to just be like a masterpiece. And quite honestly, I think that this is the peak of the Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips comic creations. And that's saying a lot considering that they've done Criminal, they've done, so much other stuff through the years. This is kind of that pulpy late 70s, early 80s revenge mystery kind of series that is super easy to get into.
Yeah, it looks
super easy to get into.
Very 70s pulp stuff going on.
Yeah,
here.
it's told via kind of flashback. So this is Ethan when he's much older saying, oh, so back in the day this happened, and he tells the story, and each book advances the timeline. So we know that he's getting older as the story in each volume. The city of Los Angeles is getting older and the world around him is changing. And so he's also having to kind of deal with that. If anyone remembers from last year, I recommended Pulp. That's, I think, kind of where they figured out that, oh, we can do these kinds of tales with Reckless. And
Yeah.
so that's where that came from.
That's really cool. All right, I'm definitely checking that one out. And then there's something called Die.
Yeah, so this is really cool. This is from Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans. This is Kieran Gillen's. He loves tabletop RPGs, and he loves the history of tabletop RPGs. In fact, the Die series from Image Comics actually spawned him or encouraged him to create an RPG based on his comic book series.
That's cool.
So there are 20 issues in the series. Okay, very much like a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
And this tells the story of a bunch of kids who, when they were younger playing an RPG game, got sucked into a world that is very different than anything you've ever seen. In fact, for those of you who really kind of want some insight of what this series is about, each issue is kind of a metaphor for the history of tabletop gaming. So the very first one takes place kind of like during World War I, and it feels very much like the old army type campaigns that people would have with their little figures and moving them X number of inches, etc. So there's that in there, which kind of led to Dungeons and Dragons and all the other RPGs. So every issue kind of expands upon that and gives you this weird history of role-playing games. So it's dark, it's moody, there's some scary stuff in there, so it's probably not for the youngest kids. But if you got I like the description. It's Goth Jumanji.
All
so
right.
if you're in for that, then go check out Die, also from Image Comics.
Okay. Goth Jumanji.
Yeah.
Goth with a G.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around that concept. Yeah.
I mean, it's dark. So I give you a little bit of a spoiler on the series. Most of the kids came back. One of them stayed behind or got stuck behind, and there's some vengeance going on.
Oh, all right. I like some good vengeance. I'm down.
Yeah.
All right, and finally we get a little mainstream. There's a lot of indie there, but now let's talk about Amazing Spider-Man from Marvel Comics. Why is this year so good? What's going on?
Brian, who is the greatest Amazing Spider-Man of all time? Yes, you're right. Of course, it's Ben Reilly, Spider-Man.
You mean the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, with the blue hoodie with the sleeves torn off?
Yes,
and
the clone of Peter Parker, or is he the real version of Peter Parker? Who knows?
On the front in a jaunty, angular way. Yes.
Yeah. So he's after his adventures, 30 years ago, however long it's been, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
He's back in the Marvel universe. Turns out that Peter Parker, probably about, I want to say like somewhere around 10 issues ago of this series, inhaled a toxin, so he's been out of commission. And at the same time, because of that silly copyright and trademark stuff, the Beyond Corporation has taken the Spider-Man logo and name and given it to Ben Reilly to step up and be the Spider-Man while Peter Parker is out. It is really kind of fun because we're bouncing around between a Ben Reilly story, Peter Parker in the hospital story, which is kind of a nice flip from Aunt May always being in the hospital. And then we got, the Daughters of the Dragon are also working for the Beyond Corporation, and they're starting to suss out, there's something not right with this company. And so the last 10 or so issues have been really fun Spider-Man stuff, dealing with Ben Reilly and Peter and the Daughters of the Dragon and this Beyond Corporation. So
nice. I can't remember the last time I read anything in that Amazing Spider-Man series.
So far behind, yeah.
So much of it though.
Too.
I guess if you've got Unlimited, it's probably pretty
if you've got
quick
Unlimited,
catch up.
Definitely catch up on this. In fact, if you only know that Peter Parker is in the hospital because he inhaled a venomous toxin, check out Amazing Spider-Man number 82. It came out last week. It feels like they're channeling with the main villain. It feels like they're channeling the Fluke Man from X-Files.
Okay.
That's cool.
And
like
so
that.
it's a kind of I thought for a Christmas time issue, I thought it was kind of a scary issue. And it's really cool because Peter is still woozy from the effects of being almost killed.
Yeah.
And he really can't do anything while this creature is going around killing people in the hospital.
Now, these Daughters of the Dragon are not related to Fin Fang Foom or Captain Plum.
No,
Dragon
this
or any
is Colleen. What is it? Her
Colleen
name? Wing.
Yeah.
And what's her face? The other one with the iron arm.
Misty Knight.
Yes, Misty Knight.
Misty Knight. One of those convenient comic names.
both featured in Netflix's Luke Cage and Iron Fist series. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
I must not have got. I guess I never watched Iron Fist. Or not Iron Fist.
And
Iron Fist.
Neither did anybody else.
No, but it's good. It's worth a watch.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It certainly wasn't my favorite of the Netflix series, but I actually enjoyed it. And listen, Jessica Henwick, who played Colleen Wing in that series, needs her own series and needs to be introduced in the MCU and needs to be part of everything because she is fantastic. I'll watch her do anything.
Well, as we have seen in 2 recent Marvel releases, they certainly are recognizing that the Netflix series exist. So it would not surprise me if we don't see more of these characters move over into the Marvel universe proper. I mean, they kind of always
some dangerous water you're traveling in there.
I don't think so. Somebody was just asking me a little bit ago if I had seen the ending of Hawkeye, and yes, I have. So
I have questions about that final episode that I won't bring up here, but
can you dance around it?
Yeah, I can dance around. There's an off-screen shooting. That happens.
and remember, unless you see it happen on screen,
it probably didn't happen.
That person is probably not dead.
Okay.
Right,
all
exactly.
Right. Fair enough.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that seems there was the sound of a falling. Well, I don't want to get into it. But there was a sound that they were trying to imply that perhaps somebody took a dirt nap, but maybe not. Maybe
I mean,
not.
that particular person took an arrow to the chest and kept moving, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, that was awesome. All right. The final episode tried to cram too much into one episode, but I still really loved that season. That whole thing. The whole series was great. I really liked it.
Honestly, I thought it was rather boring.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved it. It's one of my favorite
things. It's like I really feel like they could have crammed. How many episodes was it?
6.
Eight
it was only 6
episodes.
episodes.
I think they could have crammed it into 4 episodes, and it would have been a lot more action and a lot more impactful instead of.
I think that final episode needed 2 more episodes to flesh itself out. So if anything, I think it needed more time. But I really, really liked it. So who knows? Well, all right then. Kate Bishop, yourselves right down to the Netflix store and grab yourself a copy. No, that wasn't on there. Disney Plus is what I meant to say.
The Netflix store.
You know, the Netflix store where you buy all your movies. Hey, Steven, this is great. I love this end of year stuff because there's all sorts of stuff I missed in here, and I'm excited to read them all. New year ahead of you for major spoilers. Anything you want to hint at or talk about or do?
Yes. In fact, today, this is something that I failed at last year because I got really sick, if you guys remember.
I do remember that.
This morning at 5:30 a.m., I completed my final challenge for my Apple Health thing. You know, every month they're like, hey, here's your challenge. Go out and do this many minutes of exercise 30 times a day or, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so I have completed every single month for 2021.
Damn.
That's a lot of goal setting. And I kind of like the way that Apple does this in how they try to make it a game for you to do. Can you do better this time than next time?
Yeah, the gamify.
Not this Friday. Next Friday, January 7th. Finally, Friday is coming back. It had to go away because my son was in swimming, and Friday was the only day that we could do it. It's coming back next week. One Brian Ibbett is going to come on, and he's going to talk about gaming, gamifying the system, your life, whatever it is.
That's a great idea.
I'm very much looking forward to this because I have so many questions about, how do you make this work? How does it not work or work? What are some rules? How can people set this up in their lives? And so Brian and I are going to run through that in a very fast 30 minutes over on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/major spoilers.
Awesome.
That's next Friday at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Of course, the only time zone that matters, at least to Brian and Scott.
Yeah, well, what else? Are there other time zones? This is the first I'm hearing of that. Awesome. Well, may your Central Time zone become, better than just the mediocre place it holds in our hearts now. And may your year be fantastic. I know some other cool stuff happening coming down the rope, so you guys keep your eyes on that. It's Steven Schleicher, everybody, majorspoilers.com. Steven, have a happy new year.
Yeah, don't get drunk and stay hydrated, everybody.
That's a good idea. Yeah, drink all you want, I guess, but then drink
don't get drunk, period, but stay hydrated.
Right.
Don't get drunk and stay hydrated.
All right.
Yeah. Both of those things.
Yeah, that'd be a bad headline. Anyway, be safe. We'll see you soon. Happy New Year. Bye now. All righty, Brian. We've come to the point of the show where we're going to eat some Japanese things.
Yeah.
Yes. We didn't decide ahead of time, so we got to...
Take this. It's for you. It's food.
I feel like maybe something salty and then something sweet, you know?
Okay. Yeah. So obviously we'll do a Kit Kat. How about this wasabi sticks looking thing?
Is
It's
it
a
the red
green
one?
bag.
Oh.
Oh.
Not that? Hold on.
No, but
I go either way. I don't know what these red things are. They look like beets or something.
yeah, maybe. I mean, it looks like it says Hari Kari on the bottom right. Oh, that's just Kari Kari.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Double suicide.
I don't know what that is. Let's do the how about the green bag, because that definitely looks salty and spicy, wasabi looking thing.
Yeah, let's do the green bag. I like
The
that.
flavor of Kit Kat.
Let's see here. How do you feel about? I want to try this one that doesn't show us anything. It's just got a white label on it.
Yeah, all right.
Yellow, kind of a banana yellow. So maybe there's banana, but it literally just says some kind of Japanese text. What is that? There's like a little poo or something on the on there. Here, look, chat.
So this guy right there. All right, cool.
Whatever that little ring and turd
It's a match.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
what is that?
I don't know what it is.
Huh.
I don't like it.
Oh, it's like it's a dish with something on it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, it's like a little cake. Like a little
cake.
Okay. It blends into the yellow in the background. All right, so we'll do the wasabi deal first.
Yeah.
Opening this up here.
Pud. It's pud flavored.
Thanks again to Tara in Japan for these amazing snacks.
Oh, she's awesome. And she's been following up with me to let me know, like, the Angry Pig snacks, what did she say about those? She actually did have an update on those.
I hope she didn't say. I hope Scott doesn't eat all of those two snacks, that and the squid things, because I did. I ate them all of them. I ate those squids that day. I was done by the time my day ended.
Oh, she was actually glad to hear that it hit the spot for you, the squids. Okinawa black sugar is locally grown, unrefined sugar, and is more dark brown than actually black. What you looked up is sanding sugar, Scott, for baking and stuff, which is just dyed black.
Oh.
Sanding sugar you can find many colors, but Okinawans grow sugarcane locally, and all the gift shops have various snacks and candies for sale with that black sugar.
Got it. I thought it was like squid ink or something. I had no idea.
Right? No, nope. Oh, this smells really good.
This smells all right.
like wasabi fry sticks or something.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm eating all those.
Yeah, this will be gone.
Yeah.
And I can't tell. There's no way to figure out how many calories this whole bag is, so guess I'm eating it.
You can do you want to do a translation on that front and see what it says?
Let's see what it says. Yep.
Because we got Kalbi at the top, but
that's just the company, I think.
Yeah, that's just the brand.
All right, let's see what
does Google Translate
has
say?
to say.
Yep. Sometimes it's drunk and we have to send her home.
Wasabi soy sauce flavor. It's a mess. Start later. And hold on.
That's good advice.
Yes, let me see if I can get it to freeze on that text.
It's a mess. Start later.
I love it when I freeze frame on the perfect. There you go. I'm sending this to you.
Okay. Text?
Via text, yeah. Scott Johnson, send and go.
Mm-hmm.
Put that on
Chat,
screen
I'll
and
bring
let
this
everybody enjoy its translation of the two labels.
All right, what do we got here? Wasabi Birthday Oil Taste. I'm sick afterwards. Really? What? What the frick?
Fantastic.
Oh, my Lord. I don't know what to make of that. That's
Wasabi
awesome.
Birthday Oil Taste.
Yeah, wasabi birthday oil. My favorite taste. I'm sick afterwards. All right, let's chase it down with this little yellow unit.
Yeah.
It's a Kit Kat. Japanese Kit Kats renowned for their
sort
quality.
of like maybe a cheesecake or something on the front of it.
Are these getting shorter? Or is it just me?
Yeah. Well, or am I getting longer? No, I think they're getting shorter.
They are getting shorter. All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
What am I getting out of that? Like a what's that thing you put on fire for a second? The dessert?
Yeah, like creme brulee.
Yeah, creme brulee. Is that what brulee means? To put on fire? To set your creme
the
on fire?
The brulee does, yes. I think it does mean to.
Oh, flan. Yeah.
Flan, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. And that little cake icon is what they show. So now it makes sense. That's a flan-flavored flim flam. All right. Good selections today.
Yeah. I'll just confirm pudding is the flavor.
Oh, it's like a okay, like a flan pudding.
Custard pudding fragrance.
Yeah. Played keyboard for them.
Yeah, exactly.
They were kind of new agey.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Thank you once again, Tara. We'll continue to work our way through this stuff as the days go on. A quick reminder, we'll be back tomorrow with all sorts of good times to be had on the show. Yeah.
Right. I may need to talk to you about Wednesday because I just realized I might have a conflict.
Oh, no. What's going on? You got something hot coming up?
We'll talk after. No, it's a trip that we need to take to see somebody that needs to be seen.
Ah, gotcha. All right.
I'll
Nice and vague.
About it after the show.
Yeah. That's nice and vague. I like it. All right. Well, we'll let you guys know. But for Tuesday, for sure, we'll be here tomorrow. Yeah. And we'll have all the fun that we have on Tuesdays, I guess. I don't know if Bill's back. He might be. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. We'll definitely have Bobby, though. Bobby's got nothing else going on. He'll be around.
Nope.
Well, I just realized we technically have two Bobs on Tuesdays.
No, because Bill is a Robert. Or Bill is a William, not a Robert.
Oh, yeah, right. Bill. What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Roberts, not Williams. A Robert is a Bob. A William is a Bill.
Wait. Yeah, okay. Yep. You are 100% correct. In my head, though, they were not. It was all wrong. All right. If you like this show, and I know many of you do, because a lot of you already support us, but we'd love more over at patreon.com/TMS. Still time to get in on the December. But if not, new month coming, new year coming, and it would be great to have all of you amongst us here on the show. Patreon.com/TMS. There are lots of things you can get, commercial-free episodes every day with bonus content and weekly TMS PM episodes. A quick note, though, programming note. This week's a little different. Normal week of shows, maybe not Wednesday, we'll see after I talk to Brian. But normal stuff up through Thursday, and then instead of a PM on Friday, we're going to do a public for everybody version of that kind of show on the 31st at 1:30 p.m. We're part of a collective doing charity drive that day, and we'll have more details for you in the next couple of days, but that's right now planned for 1:30 Mountain Time on the 31st as we bring in the new year. And we have some country where it's New Year's right when we record. So
right. Yeah, so we'll get to announce. We'll actually get to say whose New Year it is.
Yeah. So like Brian,
that's cool.
When Tom Merritt does he's doing a bit as well. Some other people on our friends list are all doing stuff, and they all have a certain country where it will be midnight when they start, and that will be true of us. So I'm not sure where it is though. I forget, but we'll find out. Anyway, that's this week coming up on the 31st, which I guess is Friday, right? Friday.
Correct.
Friday.
Yes.
Friday.
Correct. And then I'm going to go to a Mammoth game that night.
Oh, that's mammothly wonderful to hear. All right, that's it. Frogpants.com/TMS for all your other needs. The morning stream at gmail.com. If you're trying to email us, that'd be great too. Let's get out of here with a song selection from the vast, varied, and delightful library of Brian Ibbett.
It really is. It's such a huge library. This one is really just a straight up request for not tied to a birthday or anything. Let me pull it up here because when I quit out of everything, I had to move it over here. This is going out to. This is me stalling to get the information because there we go.
Sure.
Jay, who goes by eFinkG4 in the chat and everywhere else, says, "Hey guys, I love this ska version of She by the Mad Caddies. You can play this one whenever. I usually listen in my car on the way to work with my little Shiba Inu pup, Lucy, and we sing together. Aw. Keep up the great work. Can't believe you guys have been in my ears since those Burning Crusade days. Love yas, XOXOX."
Wow, 2007. 6, 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Crazy pants. I wasn't on those episodes on the Burning Crusade. I came on a couple times to the instance, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, did I miss I might have missed you, Stephanie. Well, there's tomorrow.
Well, that's why we did all the spit stuff and gross stuff today, was to make up for it, Stephanie. That was the reason.
That's right, exactly. All right, this is a cover of Green Day's She, covered here by the Mad Caddies.
Oh, I love it. All right, here it is. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'd love it if you came with us. We'll see you then. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I like fried chicken.
Yeah. Love that kid.
Oh, Stephanie, no, you did just fine. You sent